Welcome to the training video for debt mediation, also known on Clientflow as affordable distribution. In this comprehensive video, we will guide you through the entire step-by-step process, equipping you with the knowledge to seamlessly navigate from client enrollment to the disbursement of fees to the client's creditors. By understanding and mastering this process, you will be able to deliver efficient and effective services to your clients. So, let's dive in and explore the intricacies of enrolling a new client in affordable distribution. Get ready to enhance your skills and empower your clients for a debt-free future. Before we show you the step-by-step process, let's start by looking at the process flow. The process flow begins with adding a new client to the system. Next, we sell the affordable distribution assessment product to the client. We then proceed to complete the AD assessment with the client and generate an income and expense report. If the client qualifies, we add the affordable distribution legal fees and affordable distribution creditor products. Once the client's creditors have been contacted and suitable arrangements made, we add the disbursement. When payment is received, the funds are distributed to the client's creditors. This standard procedure is followed by most clients. However, if desired, the client can be enrolled for all three products, the AD assessment, the affordable distribution legal fees and affordable distribution creditor products during the first step. Now, let me guide you through the workflow from start to finish. To add a new client to the Clientflow system, simply click on the New Client button. This will take you to the Take On form where you can complete all the relevant client information in 4 easy steps. Step 1 is crucial for reporting purposes as it will help you determine how your clients heard about you. This information can assist you with future marketing or affiliate campaigns. To proceed, simply select the correct answer from the drop-down buttons and click Next. In Step 2, you will capture the client's personal details, bank information, and contact information. It's important to note that some of the fields are indicated with an asterisk. These fields must be filled out in order to save the file, even if the client does not have all the information available. If not all of the fields are filled out and the file is saved, you will still be able to access it from your home page under the Files and Take On section. In Step 3, you will be prompted to select the products that the client wishes to sign up for or purchase. To proceed, simply check the boxes of the products confirmed by the client. At this stage, you need to make a decision whether to sell only the affordable distribution assessment or include the other 2 products. For the purpose of this video, we will adhere to the standard procedure and choose only the affordable distribution assessment product and click on Next. When it comes to the AD assessment product, there are additional information or product-specific details that require completion. Obtain the information from the client, complete all the fields and click on Next. In Step 4, you will select the payment details for each product the client wants to sign up for. First, choose the product payment option under the product name that the client has agreed to. Then, select the month when the payment will be made. Once all the fields have been filled out, you can read the script to confirm the mandate with the client and click Next. In Step 5, you will complete their gross monthly salary again and the day of the month they get paid. Click on Next. On this screen you will be required to select the client's financial details regarding their salary payment date specifically, for the month of December. Finally, Step 6 is the last step of the new client onboarding process. If any required fields have been left incomplete throughout the process, you will only be able to save the file and not submit it for opening. A list of all outstanding fields will appear on the left side of the page. Once all of these fields have been completed, you will be able to submit the file. The subsequent step is to send the TT1 debit check to the client for approval. To do this, follow these instructions. Go to the dashboard and locate the file number on the list of files awaiting verification. Click on View Details to access the specific details. Confirm the details once again with the client and explain that they will receive a USSD message containing instructions for approval. Click on the Send Auth Real-Time button. Inform the client that they have 120 seconds to approve the debit check on their mobile device. Once the debit check is approved, you have 2 options. Option 1 is to proceed immediately with the AD assessment and Option 2 is to end the call with the client and wait for payment. If you choose option 2, please ensure that the client has indeed approved the TT1 real-time debit check. as this approval cannot be disputed. For the video, we are going to proceed with option 2. Once the payment is received for the AD assessment product, the agent will call the client and start the AD assessment. The first step of this assessment involves retrieving the client's credit report to examine it thoroughly for any potential issues or listings. To access the credit report, navigate to the Credit Report tab within the client's file. It's important to note that the Get Credit Report button will only become available once the client has made the necessary payment for the product. To initiate the credit report retrieval, click on the Get Credit Report option within the designated section. After clicking on Get Credit Report, a pop-up screen will appear, providing you with options for selecting the desired credit reports to download. In the pop-up screen, you can choose between XDS, Experian, and VeriCred, or select all credit reports, depending on your specific requirements. Use the provided checkboxes to make the appropriate selections. Once you have made your selections, click on the Submit button to proceed. The credit reports will be automatically retrieved via the API integration and will be placed in the credit report archive. To view the credit report, you can click on the credit report name or the View button. This will open the report in PDF format. From here, you can then choose to print or download the credit report. To edit the name of the credit report, click on the Edit button. This will open a pop-up screen where you can simply change the name and click on Save. The agent will engage in a discussion with the client regarding the credit report. The second part of the assessment entails a crucial step, conducting an income and expense assessment with the client. This assessment plays a vital role in determining the client's eligibility for debt mediation or affordable distribution. To begin the assessment, navigate to the client's file and locate the Income and Expense tab. This tab serves as the dedicated section for capturing and analyzing the client's income and expenses data. To complete the income and expense assessment, the agent needs the following information from the client: their gross salary, which is the client's total income before any deductions; their net salary, which is the client's income after deductions such as taxes and other withholdings; and any additional deductions from the client's salary, such as retirement contributions or loan repayments. Their living expenses. This includes various day-to-day expenses like groceries, transportation costs, insurance premiums, DSTV subscription, and other necessary expenses. Using the provided income and expenses sheet, the agent will assist the client in filling out their living expenses. This step allows us to calculate the funds the client has remaining after deducting necessary expenses. To edit the income and expenses assessment, simply click on the Edit button. This will enable you to copy from the provided information on the balance sheet or manually complete all the fields. You can also add or delete rows under the credit payments section. After completing the client's living expenses on the Income and Expense tab, the subsequent step is to add the creditors. This process entails gathering the following information to gain a better understanding of the client's situation. Determine the initial amount the client used for payment. Assess whether the account is in arrears or up to date and determine the outstanding balance on the account to calculate the required payment for satisfying the creditors. Additionally, the agent will copy all the creditors listed on the client's credit report onto the Income and Expense tab. This ensures comprehensive inclusion of all relevant creditors for the assessment process. The amounts to be paid to the creditors are determined based on the client's affordability. The total number of months the client will have to pay is calculated by dividing the outstanding balance by the monthly payment amount. When you click on the Print to Correspondence button, the system will generate the income and expenditure assessment and automatically divert you to the Correspondence tab where the assessment will be saved. After completing the AD assessment and discussing all the details with the client, the agent will move forward to introduce the affordable distribution products. To begin this process, navigate to the Products tab in the System interface. Then, click on the New Product Take On button within the Products tab. This action will initiate the onboarding process for a new product specific to the client. After clicking on New Product Take On, a pop-up notification will appear, requesting confirmation to proceed. Simply click OK to proceed with the New Product Take On process. Upon confirmation, the system will open the New Product Take On form. Follow these steps to complete the process. Step 1 is where you need to complete the client referral source. In step 2, you need to select the affordable distribution legal fees and affordable distribution creditors product. In step 3, you need to complete any product-specific information. In step 4, you need to provide the payment details. You will note that the credit product has a 0 Rand fee. This is because the amount will differ depending on the affordability of the client. This fee will be amended after the order is complete. In the final step, step 5, you can confirm the order. Once you have completed the order confirmation process and accurately recorded the client's answers, click on the Commit File button. This action will save the information and finalize the order in the system. The next step would be to update the AD creditor fee. Go to Products, find the Affordable Distribution Creditor product and click on Edit. Scroll down to the Monthly Payments over 999 months section. Drop down the selection and add the fee the client can contribute monthly to his creditors. Click on Save. The subsequent step is to send the TT1 debit check to the client for approval. To do this, follow these instructions. Go to the dashboard and locate the file number on the list of files awaiting verification. Click on View Details to access the specific details. Confirm the details once again with the client and explain that they will receive a USSD message containing instructions for approval. Click on the Send Auth Real-Time button. Inform the client that they have 120 seconds to approve the debit check on their mobile device. Next, the sales agent will navigate to the Correspondence tab on the client's file. From here, they will send the client the income and expenditure sheet, the mandate fee agreement, and the power of attorney via DocuSign for signature. These documents are required to make arrangements with the creditors. Instruct the client to send back the signed power of attorney and ID copy. Once the client is fully signed up and their information is verified, the file will be forwarded to the admin department. They will then complete the rest of the steps. After the previous sections, the admin department takes over and performs several important tasks. Let's go through them step by step. The admin department will proactively contact the client for a new introduction. If the department has not received the signed documents from the client, they will kindly request these documents to proceed further. As part of the quality assurance process, they will diligently confirm all the details on the income and expense report with the client to ensure that all creditors are addressed accurately. After the quality assurance is complete, the admin consultant will navigate to the client file, specifically to the Creditors tab. The admin department will initiate the process of notifying the creditors about our involvement in paying the client's accounts. They will also gather the banking details and reference information from the creditors to facilitate payments. The Creditors tab is where you can list all the creditors, garnishes, judgments, and defaults of a client. This information can be imported from the client's income and expense report or added manually if not already included. To copy the data, simply click on the Copy from Income and Expense button. This will display all the data available from the income and expense report linked to the client on Clientflow. Here you can tick the ones you want to import and click on the Copy button. To add new creditors, click on the Add New button. This will open a pop-up where you need to enter the necessary information. Fields marked in red are required for disbursement. Clientflow has an existing creditors contact list which is shared among all our clients. Once you have completed the first section of the creditor's information, simply click on the Get Contact Details button. This will open a pop-up screen where you need to select the creditor first. Once the creditor is selected, the contact numbers and email addresses linked to the creditor will appear. Select the ones you want to add and click on the Add Contact Details button. Once you have entered all the relevant information for the new creditor, simply click Save. You can view a creditor's information by clicking on their name in the creditors list. To edit a creditor's details, click on Edit. This will open a pop-up screen where you can make the necessary changes. Once made, simply click on Save. Under the Correspondence section of a creditor, you can generate, view, edit, delete, or send letters. To view a PDF of the letter, click on the Adobe icon. To email the letter, click on the Email button and complete the required fields. To edit the correspondence letter, simply click on the Edit icon, make the relevant changes, and click on Save. To delete the correspondence letter, simply click the Delete icon. A warning will pop up asking whether you are sure you want to delete the letter. Click OK to delete. You can also add a new letter to the correspondence section here. Simply click on the New Letter button. This will open the New Correspondence to Creditor screen. Here you can select from the drop-down menu the letter you would like to generate. Once selected, simply click on Generate. The new letter will automatically be saved under the Correspondence section, where you can then view, email, fax, edit or delete. Please note that the process with the Correspondence section for garnishees, judgments and defaults is the same as the process for creditors. To delete a creditor, click on Delete and confirm your choice. The next step involves navigating to the Disbursement tab on the client file. Before you start this step, you need to have finalized all the arrangements with the creditors, loaded the creditors on the creditor list, and have the correct banking details of the creditors. The first step on the Disbursement tab is to import the creditors. During the import, you will need to link the existing creditor to the one already registered with the PDA. For this process, we recommend opening the Creditors tab in a separate window. Within the Disbursement tab, click on the Copy from Creditors button. You will see a list of the creditors that you loaded onto the Creditors tab. If the creditor has already been registered with the PDA, the details will automatically appear on the right-hand side of the pop-up screen. If they do not appear automatically, click on the drop-down menu. Then, go to the Creditors tab, memorize the last 4 numbers of the bank account, go back to the Disbursement tab, and see if you can find it. If you cannot find it, simply leave it on Select. You then need to indicate the first payment date, which will be the service fee date. Payments will be scheduled to the creditors from the second payment. Next, click on Submit. All the creditors you imported will now appear on the disbursement sheet. The next step would be to see if any of the creditors have issues that you need to fix. The Fix Issue status will appear under the creditor's name here. Let's first look at the Fix Issues with the Payments Not Uploaded error. To fix these issues, click on the Fix Issues wording. This will open the disbursement information pop-up. Confirm that all the information is completed and correct. Any missing information should be obtainable from your Creditors tab. Once all the fields have been updated, click on Save. The Fix Issues status should then disappear. Now let's look at the issue with the PDA beneficiary not being assigned error. This is the one where the beneficiary is not available on the registered list of the PDA. Click on Fix Issues. First, you need to see if you can find the beneficiary on the list. You can use the drop-down menu or search in the search bar. If the beneficiary is on the list, select them and click on Save. This will update the information on the disbursement sheet. If the beneficiary is not on the list, scroll down to the bottom and choose the Not on the List option. Complete all the required fields by copying the information of the beneficiary from the Creditors tab to the pop-up screen on the Disbursement tab. Once completed, click on the Add the Beneficiary button. Once the beneficiary is added, simply click on Save. You can also add disbursement instructions for creditors directly on the disbursement page by clicking on the Add Instruction button. This process follows the same steps as shown in the video. Furthermore, you have the option to edit pending payments. Simply click on the pending link on the disbursement page, update the fields you need to modify, and click on Save. This action will update the disbursement sheet accordingly. You can also cancel payments to a creditor. Simply click on the pending link, and when the pop-up screen opens, click on the Cancel Payment button. This cancel the payment and update the disbursement schedule accordingly. And that concludes the step-by-step process from beginning to end. The PDA will collect all fees from the client and deposit them into their trust account. Subsequently, the PDA will disburse the fees to all the creditors based on the recently finalized disbursement schedule sheet. It is worth noting that your company should be added as a creditor on the disbursement schedule to receive your own fees. In the event that the client has a surplus balance after all creditor payments have been completed, the credit will remain in the PDA's trust account and continue to accumulate until it is allocated to a creditor. As part of your quality assurance for the client, the files need to be reviewed on a monthly basis. If the client has a fully paid account, you can reallocate those fees to other creditors. In conclusion, this training video has equipped you with the essential knowledge and skills to successfully navigate the debt mediation process, using affordable distribution on Clientflow. By following the step-by-step instructions and understanding the intricacies involved in client enrollment, fee disbursement, and creditor management, you are now well prepared to provide efficient and effective services to your clients. Remember, by implementing these strategies, you have the power to empower individuals and guide them towards a debt-free future. Embrace this newfound expertise, continue honing your skills, and make a positive impact in the lives of your clients. Together, we can pave the way for financial stability and success.